Push the start, we in the beamer. It's tennis, so no you can see us. It's T and Z, we standing 6 feet and coming in hot like a fever.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Push the Start podcast, Beamer Talks, episode 13. As you all know, today is the day after day one of the draft. As I hope y'all would know, the Spurs had the number 4th pick and the number 8th pick, which are two very high picks. So I'm going to talk about who we got for the number 4th. I'm going to talk about something that I think should not have happened. So just starting off, the number 4th pick to the San Antonio Spurs, 6'6" guard out of UConn. He is Stephon Castle. Now, Stephon Castle, he's a great player. I personally didn't know too much about him. After we drafted him, I didn't know. So just looking at him and looking at his stats and watching his play style, he's definitely a great player. He's definitely a scoring. He's definitely a natural scorer. Even though he wasn't the number 1 player on that UConn national team, but he did win Big East Freshman of the Year, which is a great accomplishment. He was one and done. So just winning that national championship, your freshman year, it's such a great accomplishment, and I hope nothing but the best for him in the future. He currently averages 12 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists, which are pretty good numbers. Personally, I think he has a good chance with the Spurs. I think we are going to utilize him very well. I think his connection with Wemby is going to be outstanding. I think that he's just going to have that same thing that he had in college, not being that number 1 player, knowing that Wembanyama is that number 1 player. Just going into that again, it's kind of like an experience thing. Like, he's like okay with not being the number 1 because he won a national championship. So let's hope that we win an NBA championship. Hopes up. But I'm also going to be talking about our number 8th pick. It was Rob Dillingham from the University of Kentucky. I personally think that we should not have traded him, especially to the Timberwolves, because the Timberwolves, in my opinion now, are going to be scarier than what they were, especially with that true point guard coming into it. I think that he could have been great with the Spurs. I think that his connection with Wembanyama was going to be amazing, especially knowing that he's played with big men before. At Overtime Elite, at Donda, he's played with those big people. So he just has that connection, and just his dribbling, just his IQ is like through the roof. If you see this kid handle the ball, man, he's just amazing at it. I think that he could have just been great with us. His connection with Wembanyama would have been literally skyrocketed. I hope nothing but the best for him in the future with the Timberwolves. I definitely think the Timberwolves are contender now, a very good contender than they were last season. I definitely think they have a bigger chance of winning. We're going to see where Rob is. I know everyone's pretty doubtful about his defense. I know everyone's looking at him as just a scorer and not as a defender, which you kind of need to be both, especially coming into the NBA, especially being that rookie with a chip on his shoulder, because everyone's going to be looking at Rob and they're going to be thinking, man, look what you did in high school, look what you did in college, let's see if you can do that in the league. I definitely think he needs to put on more weight. I think he's only 162 pounds or something like that, or 160 pounds. He definitely needs to put on a little more weight, especially since he's a smaller point guard, especially since he's going to be playing against these big guys. He should definitely put on weight. I know he put on some weight at Kentucky. He looks pretty lean, which is pretty good. But yeah, man, I'm very excited to see what he does with Anthony Edwards, with Cat, with Rudy Gobert. I'm very, very, very excited to see where he goes with that. But yeah, man, y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Y'all let me know who y'all think we should have drafted. Personally, I think that we should have drafted Zach Edey or Donovan Clingan. Having those two UConn players would be amazing, just the connection alone. So I think that's what we should have did. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all let me know what y'all want us to talk about in future Beamer Talks. I'm going to be putting more questions, as I hope y'all saw on our Instagram. I put a question up and pretty much asking y'all what y'all want us to talk about in the next Beamer Talk. So I'll be doing those pretty frequently. If I have a couple ideas in mind, I'm definitely going to put them in a poll, and I'll put them up there for y'all. And y'all let me know what y'all want to hear. So y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to be pushing the stop. I hope y'all always push the start. Thank y'all, guys.